Hello students, welcome to Chemistry World. Today we are going to discuss about Vesper theory. Full form of this Vesper theory is valency shell electron pair repulsion theory, and by use of this Vesper theory we can predict the shapes of different molecules, and this theory was first proposed by Sedgwick and Powell, and finally this theory was developed by Gillespie and Niholl. First proposed by Sedgwick and Powell. Finally, this theory, Vesper theory, was developed by Gillespie and Niholl. Electron pairs around the central atom in a molecule, they repel each other. Why? Because they are similarly charged. In this one, electron pairs, we are having two types. One is bond pair, another one is lone pair. Here, electron pairs are either that may be bond pair, they are forming bond pairs, or they are forming the lone pair. Okay, in this one the repulsive interactions which will be present in the molecule, that will increases the energy, and the electron pairs will remain as a far apart as possible, because in this one, if the based on this one only, the shapes of the molecule can be predicted. Is this clear? Now we will see the main postulates of this theory. In this one we are having the paired electrons and unpaired electrons. The paired electrons remain as a lone pairs, and the unpaired electrons which is present in the valency shell of the central atom, they are forming the bond pairs with the unpaired electrons of surrounded atoms. Okay, example for this one is ammonia. See, in this ammonia molecule, the nitrogen which is having the electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. In this one, the valency shell electronic configuration of nitrogen is 2s2, 2p3. So, in this one, the nitrogen which is having 5 valency electrons. Here 2 and remaining 3 electrons are present in this nitrogen, and in this ammonia molecule we are having the 3 hydrogens. So each hydrogen which is having 1 electron in its valency shell. So one electron which is present in the hydrogen, this one is forming a bond with the nitrogen, and another nitrogen is having another electron. No, this one is forming a bond with this hydrogen. In the same manner, the third hydrogen also forming a bond with this nitrogen. In this one we are having 3 bond pairs, and here we are having only one lone pair. One lone pair and 3 bond pairs present in this ammonia molecule. Second postulate of this Vesper theory is, in this one, these bond pairs and lone pairs, these are similarly charged, and both bond pairs as well as lone pairs, they will repel each other. Okay. Next postulate of this Vesper theory is, the force of repulsion is minimum when the electron pairs are far away from one another. Example for this is, here I am taking sulfur. Sulfur which is having valency electrons, that will be equals to 6. And here I am taking SF4 molecule. In this one, each fluorine which is having 1 valence, in this one fluorine which is having 7 valence electrons. In this one, each fluorine which is having 7 valency electrons in its outermost shell. So 1 electron from this sulfur forming a bond with 1 fluorine, and in the same manner remaining electrons also forming bond. Here 4 bond pairs which are present in this SF4 molecules. 4 bond pairs, and this sulfur which is having 1 lone pair. This is a lobe. In this lobe it is having 2 electrons. So here we are having one lone pair. So SF4 molecule which is having 4 bond pairs and one lone pair. Or we can take another example, that is xenon F2. In this xenon F2, xenon which is having 8 electrons in its valency shell. Okay, in this one we are having 2 fluorines. So xenon and fluorine, these two atoms share its electrons and they are forming bond pairs. See, in this one we are having 2 bond pairs and 3 lone pairs. But here the repulsion between these lone pair is 90 degrees and the repulsion between these two lone pairs is also 90 degrees. Why? Because in this one these lone pairs are adjacent to each other. So the repulsion is more in this structure. But due to the repulsion of these lone pairs, the structure is very repulsive in nature. And if we draw the structure of xenon F2 like this, fluorine, here we are having one lone pair, at this position we are having 2. Means at the equatorial positions we are having 3 lone pairs and at the axial positions we are having the bond pairs. In this one the repulsions between these two is 120 degrees. If the bond angle between these two lone pairs is far, then it is having less force of repulsion among these lone pairs. If the force of repulsion among the bond pairs and the lone pairs is not the same and the order of force of repulsion is different in the bond pair and in the lone pair repulsion and in the lone pair bond pair repulsion. See here, the order of force of repulsion of the bond pairs and lone pairs is in the following order. First, lone pair repulsion, and this lone pair repulsion, this is very strong compared to lone pair bond pair repulsion. After that, lone pair repulsion is very strong compared to lone pair bond pair. Next, bond pair repulsion is very less compared to these two. This is about the valency shell electron pair repulsion theory. Thank you, students. Please like, share and subscribe to Chemistry World.